I just finished binge-watching She-Ra on Netflix for the first time. No joke, it took me only 2 days, and now I'm in a puddle of my own tears, crying because it's over. So now, when my thoughts are my only company, I started wondering, why was She-Ra so good? Because the only other animated series that I can remember getting hooked on is Avatar. As an adult, I've more or less skipped out on these types of series because I never thought they would fit me or entertain me. But still, here I am. So it puzzled me. How come She-Ra was able to send me on a roller coaster of emotions? It made me both laugh and bawl my eyes out. It sucked me in and made me care for these characters, enjoying their highs and lows alongside them. But how? I suppose there's a lot of really good analyzing videos out there. This is after all a series that started 2018. But I'm shook and I need to get these thoughts out somehow, hence this video. I realized that the simple answer to all of my questions, and also a simple answer to anyone wary about watching the series, don't worry, it was totally worth it. The answer is emotions.
She left us. She left me.
Not really groundbreaking, right? But we have all seen these movies or series with characters that we don't really care about or connect with. They mean nothing to us, and afterwards the experience ends up being quite forgettable. Human emotions are innate and simple. We are believed to be born with primary emotions, but our relationships to these emotions are learned through our caregivers. If certain emotions are taught being bad, wrong, or undesirable, we push them away. But they can't just disappear. They are disguised by other emotions, a defense to protect ourselves from emotions we simply are too scared of dealing with. Sometimes it happens in our unconsciousness, and we never notice it, integrating this defense mechanism as a part of ourselves, and as a way of thinking that this is what we want.
What do you want, Adora? I have to do this, Catra. I'm the only one who can.
She-Ra gives a lot of really good examples of this. How the most difficult feelings to feel are the ones that are most primary.
It's hard keeping your heart open. It makes you vulnerable, but it doesn't make you weak. And I have to believe it's worth it.
All of the characters show problems with handling the feelings of loneliness. For example, how Glimmer is so afraid of loneliness that she turns to anger, and in the process pushes her friends away.
I really wish I could have been there. Things are worse than ever. The Horde has Selenius, the coast is falling, we haven't fixed anything!
That's why we need to work together instead of you pushing us away. And if you just listen to us, you'd know that. And why can't I hear the ocean right now?
Why can't you trust me in this?
Because you're wrong!
And also how she's so afraid of disappointing others that she makes irrational decisions.
Fine. But I am still queen. And as queen, I am ordering you. No one is going to be silent. You're not to set foot outside the castle unless I say so.
How Shadow Weaver projects her own insecurities onto Catra.
You were just using me all along.
Making Catra scared of the primary emotions of loneliness, love, and longing, disguising them as hate and anger.
Caring about people is what got me into this mess. Get out of here, or they'll take you down with me.
Take it. This is not because I like you.
And we do not only connect to the protagonists, but in order for the antagonists to have arcs and character developments that feel meaningful to the story and takes us with them on the journey, they also need to be driven by primary human emotions.
All right, come on.
Really? Yes? Oh, thank you.
Oh, gosh, look at us. Just 2 peas in a pod. So when I brought it up before, I said board games, but I mean, it doesn't have to be board games. We can do anything.
That's what She-Ra does so well. All the characters are made with fully fleshed out emotions.
Are you all mad at me?
You're seriously just realizing that? Yeah, we're mad.
You don't consider how your actions affect other people. Even people who are supposed to be your friends.
Like us.
The ones who were getting beat up by your dumb bots.
You can't be driven by pure hate and desire for power. That's cold and not very human. Humans are driven by simple emotions. Even our most basic emotions are necessary to create complex emotions. We see this in almost every character. For example, Catra. Her strive for power isn't driven by hate. It's driven by a fear of loneliness.
You try so hard to play the big, bad villain, but your heart's never been in it, has it? What do you... Stop! Stop it! People have hurt you, haven't they?
They didn't believe in you. They didn't trust you.
Didn't need you. Left you.
And a similar defense pattern can be seen in Shadow Weaver. Shadow Weaver is scared of being rejected and discarded, and that can be seen as the main reason to why she manipulates others. It gives her power over them so that she can decide and control the reality she's in.
You know I'm right. If we don't fight, if we don't become stronger, we won't have a planet to protect. They refuse to lend me their strength to do what must be done. They never listen to me. After everything I've done, I still haven't earned their trust.
She's afraid of vulnerability and judgment from others and has lived in the reality of power being her only protection, that it's gotten intertwined with her sense of self.
Duh! Did you just figure that out? Manipulation is Shadow Weaver's whole thing. She's been messing with our heads since we were kids.
Nothing was ever easy for me either. I wasn't born to power like Adora and others. I had to earn my power, fight for it. Why should it be any different for you?
Which makes Catra and Adora primary examples of how our relationships to our own emotions are mainly inherited, since, even though they grew up sharing the same physical environment, their mental environment was vastly different.
You have never been anything more than a nuisance to me. I've kept you around this long because Adora was fond of you.
I was a child when you took me in. What could I have possibly done to deserve the way you treated me? I am nothing like you.
Look at you, my Adora. You are the only one I can trust. I've missed you, my child.
And this is why I fell in love with She-Ra, because no character was left behind. They all got emotions that felt real. A really nice way to get the contrast of how emotions make something human is to have a look at Light Hope. And even if she's not really human, emotions make her more or less human-like.
All I have on Mara is this memory and a sensation. Warmth. This memory should have been purged per directive of the Heart of Etheria project. Permanently delete.
I won't be controlled. I am not a piece of their machine. I am not a weapon. And I'm going to end this now!
Don't.
Do it.
It's another universe where magic, sorcery and advanced technology exist. The characters made it all feel real. As if Etheria could be a real place somewhere out there. If you're wary about watching it, please do, it's amazing. And if you've already watched it, please tell me if you agree or if you disagree. But anyhow, I'm gonna go watch it again now. Bye!